There was sound, you sons of bitches. I mean, hello. Wait, I didn't do anything yet, did I? Hello, world. It's Vertopray 5 Qapla, and welcome to Deep Space Nine Wednesday for September 16th, 2020. And yeah, you guys tried to get me with the sound. Ha ha, ha ha. Isn't that funny? We'll pretend that there's no sound, so Bert has to go manually check the sound and start what was going to be an on time and well thought out open to a last second mad rush to be ready to get on camera open. Thank you. Yeah, thank you all. Good to see you all too. Oh man. Welcome. And I promise you that chat was working on this stream. It would have been showing there yesterday, but today it's not. But I'm 90% sure it is a StreamYard's problem or a Streamlabs problem, and not a me problem, because even just going to a web browser URL that they gave me, the chat wasn't showing up. So I think it's their fault today, not mine. But we'll work on it again. Dan23 says, I've noticed watching these videos that I don't know what episode is based on the title. Dan, I'll be honest, a lot of titles I can't match the episode either. But if you're ever not sure, you can look in the description of the video. And, you know, the vast majority of the time, I do provide a description in the video telling what's going to happen in the episode. Enough to jog your memory. If you've seen it, you'll probably remember what episode it is. Like today, I mentioned it's a Jadzia Dax heavy episode. Not Ryan Johnson says, hello in Qapla. Bird will somehow end up in one of those DS9 episodes and crash a runabout into the station. That would be awesome. I'd love to fly a runabout. Josh Street says, death to evil Turtistan and down with evil god El Presidente. No, I'm not. All hail the co-god dictators of Kuroga. Not Ryan Johnson and Rock Solid Productions. Not Ryan Johnson, Bird of Prey. Josh Street speaks the truth. Wow. Et tu, not Ryan Johnson. Dr. Alex says, Bird is currently watching my latest Doctor episode. Indeed, I was. I had to pause it. Dr. Alex. Excuse me, guys. Had rice for dinner and it's not good. Not Mamo Praise rice. Rice from a local place. I'm about halfway through, Dr. Alex. The 12th entry or the 10th episode in The Doctor Reads the Doctor. A lot of canine in this episode. Poor canine had a bad break early on, but he seems to be doing okay now. So guys, check out Dr. Alex's channel, please. Especially if you're a Doctor Who fan. I'm not even a Doctor Who fan, and yet I like hearing the Doctor read the Doctor. Josh Street says, Dr. Alex, isn't Bird watching it that is sassy on Bird's account? No, it was me. It was me. Pflugerville is lolling, and Pflugerville says, sassy flies better too. Well, of course she flies better. She's got those big ears. Beagles are natural flyers. Dr. Alex says, yeah, no, the comments were a little dog focused. Well, I'm sorry. It's either going to be dog focused or it's going to be focused on, what's her face. And that's probably, safer to talk about the dog. Pflugerville's and Life with Matthew, the Qapla Life with Matthew just donated $2 through Super Chat and said, thank goodness it's DS9 Wednesday. Yes, because DS9 Wednesday will lead into Pub Life Wednesdays, which on Life with Matthew's channel in a few hours, I think about 3 hours, 4 hours, Life with Matthew does his Wednesday pub night videos. Very, very popular. Actually, he will likely get far more views on his pub night, virtual pub night, than I will get on this. But he will also have a ton of people chatting it up. And man, I wish I could be at his virtual pub life, hangouts, except that for me, I'm basically asleep by the time he starts. If not a few minutes after he starts, I'm asleep. But a jolly good time with Life with Matthew coming out later tonight. So guys, I'm sure everyone here is already subscribed to Life with Matthew, but if by some reason you're not, please do, for your own sakes. Where are we? Dr. Alex says, yeah, the comment was a dog focus. Pfluger said, dang it, Doc, I have to go find your streams. Yeah, well, if you subscribe, you will get the notification in. Now, obviously, YouTube doesn't send notifications by email anymore because they're bad words. But if you click on the notification next to your screen name, your username on YouTube, there's a whole list of notifications, and you can go all the way down and find, even if you don't. Oh yeah, I guess you have to choose to get notifications. But once you choose to get notifications, you can find them in your list of notifications. Because it is quite hard to find some channels. Unfortunately, YouTube made that more difficult too. Freaking YouTube. Not Ryan Johnson says, people sleeping fly better than Bird. Josh Street says, sleeping pilots land better than Bird. And Pfluger says, less bounce. There's nothing wrong with a little bounce. There's nothing wrong with a little bounce in a landing. Pfluger says, Qapla, Pflugerville. Dr. Alex says, Pflugerville, it's easy. They are full vids, not streams. My main channel vid is the one Bird is currently watching. And the top playlist on the channel page is that series. That is what I was watching.
Live long and prosper.
And Wesley Crusher donated $5 through Super Chat. Thank you so much, Wes. Qapla. And you know what, Wes? I don't care what people say. You're good. You shouldn't shut up. Says, Berto Prey, you are my best friend that lives in the prison state of New York. Thank you, Wes. It means a lot. And you are certainly on my top 10 list of friends who lives in the prison state of California, of California. And unfortunately, goes back and forth as to which is the worst state. But considering yours is currently on fire, I'm going to have to give you the worst state award. at least for the next couple of weeks. Once the fires go out, I mean, and granted, it could be more than a couple of weeks, but once the fires either go out in California or begin in New York, then New York will again become the worst state. Where are we? Where are we? Pflugerville says it's broken, Bird. I know. Dr. Alex says, Bird of Prey question, do you read much? Follow up, any H.P. Lovecraft? No, I do not read much at all, Dr. Alex, and no H.P. Lovecraft. I'm sorry. Josh Street says, the best porn channel on YouTube. Bird of Prey 5, Triple X. No, it's the Bird of Prey 5 X channel. And that is the correct link to the Bird of Prey 5 X channel. And please, if you do subscribe, if you're watching this, you should be subscribed to the Bird of Prey X channel, because it's for X stands for extra bird content. Could be live streams, it could be videos, I don't know what. But when I need an extra place to put my stuff, maybe they're a little bit more, risque sometimes than main channel stuff. If I don't want to take the risk on the main channel, I'll put it on the X channel. Or if I already put something good out on the main channel and I have something else not as good but also good to put out, I'll put that on the X channel so that I don't take views away from myself. And if I need to live stream and it's not one of my normal live streams, one of my scheduled live streams, I just feel like going live for the sake of going live, then I'll do that on the X channel. So yes, it is very, very good to be subscribed to both channels. Especially if you come to live streams, which if you're watching this, you do. Pflugerville, shoot, I forgot to give my downvote. Dang. Josh reads his Bird of Prey, we demand Little Green Men be on after today's episode. No, not yet. Not yet. Soon, Josh Street, but not yet. And Joseph Petrick donated €2 through Super Chat. Thank you so much, Joseph. And says, I'm here, restart the stream, no notification. Well, we haven't been going long. I actually have started a few minutes fashionably late. Speaking of fashion, look at that segue. Who likes my new shirt? Do you recognize that pink bunny? Does that pink bunny look familiar to anybody? Guess what? You can't even buy this shirt anymore. I got the only one. Now he has a shirt with a bigger avatar on it, a bigger image. But I got an exclusive DJ Odyssey pink bunny shirt. It's mine, and I will sell it to the highest bidder who bids over $500. We'll open the bidding at $500, and whoever wants it, it'll be your choice whether you want Mama Prey to wash it before I send it to you or not. So just whoever wants to bid 500, say aye in chat, and then anyone else we'll bump it up by, I don't know, $5. Everybody who says aye, till the last person says aye, AYE, then they'll be the winner and legally compelled to give me however much I count at that point. Josh Street says, remember to, if you want Bird of Prey to read your comments in chat, put Bird of Prey in, or Bird of Prey won't read his Bird of Prey comment. To hell with that. Just put Bird of Prey 5 in. Yeah, well, here's the deal. When we start watching the episode in a few minutes, if you have your own copy on DVD or Netflix, Hulu, CBS All Access, or Amazon Prime Video, awesome. If you don't and you want to watch with me, my copy, as if you were virtually here with me, literally here, and watching my copy in my living room, you can go to the screening room whose address runs across the top of the screen. Right from where is this in 3D space? Son of a bitch. There. Yeah. Here. http birdofprey5.com/SR. That is the Bird of Prey 5 screening room. You go in there, you'll just see a black screen. You wait, and when I hit play, it will start playing, and you can watch it with us. Leave the YouTube window open so you can hear the commentary, though. Do not close the YouTube window. If you can't watch it in the screening room and don't have your own copy, then in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, where that black box is, you will see screenshots of the episode as we watch it. That's where screenshots will show up, so you know what's going on. And Aravic Sonder just donated $2 through Super Chat. Thank you so much. Qapla Aravic says, long day of virtual teaching. Ugh, I need DS9 Wednesday. Well, we're going to get to there in just a few minutes, Aravic. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming and for donating. Flugers is T-minus 4 minutes and counting. Josh reads says, Bird of Prey reads Dr. Alex's last comment from 3 years, 5 months, and 25 days ago. No, I think I will skip that. And not Ryan Johnson just put in way too many Bird of Prey 5, so I'm skipping it. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, hello world, it's Wesley Crusher. Greetings, birds, turds, and nerds. Now skip the rest of the chat. No one cares. Just play the show. Wes, I wish that were true. I wish that were true. Fluger says, I bet it'll take 30 minutes for him to get to this chat. 15 minutes. 15 minutes, Fluger. Josh Street says, not Ryan Johnson. So Bird of Prey just doesn't look at Bird of Prey from Thomas. So your Bird of Prey should be fine. Bird of Prey will most likely look at your Bird of Prey, but not read your Bird of Prey. Cinnabon Bunny says, hello, Cinnabon Bunny Qapla. Guys, Cinnabon was giving me some piloting lessons earlier today. We had a really cool stream starting at like 11 a.m. Eastern this morning for a couple good hours. Please be sure you subscribe to Cinnabon Bunny. Definitely one of the best streamers on YouTube. Criminally undersubbed. Fluger is applying to Cinnabon, and so is Josh Street saying hi. Dr. Alex's Bird of Prey. I am currently converting all 12 episodes of Doctor Season 12, which are all finished, by the way, into one novel-sized document. Wow. Very cool. 54.5 Access Radio Qapla says, Bird of Prey, you must learn the words to the DS9 theme song. There's no words to the DS9 theme song. Yes, Mamo Prey. Oh, we got a delivery? Okay, that's fine. It's okay. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Okay, you can go. Camera's off. Camera's off. Mamo Prey can get the delivery. Not Ryan Johnson says, Josh Street, I see Bird of Prey logic is quite dizzying in Bird of Prey streams. Josh Street says, Bird of Prey, tell Sassy to hurry up and put her Bird of Prey costume on so Bird of Prey can start the show before we burn Bird of Prey's Karoga to the ground, even though it's hard to burn the robot hell. Wow. What a jerk. What a jerk. And we're back. We're back. Why was it showing in the corner? I don't know. Admiral Saval, Qapla Admiral Saval says, yo, Birdie. Good to see you, Admiral. Josh Street says, did Bird of Prey see Big Pink Squirrel Bunny? Is that why Bird of Prey is late starting his Bird of Prey scream? It's not a squirrel. It's just a bunny. 47 Yorktown says, hello, young sir. Qapla 47 Yorktown. Hello. Dan23 says, hello. Hello, Dan. Qapla. Josh Street says, Bird of Prey. There is no sound like normal Bird of Prey stream. Why can't Bird of Prey not pull a Bird of Prey? There was sound. There was plenty of sound. Hello? Hello? Nobody there. Nobody there. We've gotten like 6 spam calls today. Every time I picked up, somebody started speaking Chinese or Japanese, and I apologize. I can't tell them apart. Some Asian language. I'm not sure which one. But they were speaking it every time. A robot. Josh reads his Bird of Prey. There's no sound like a normal on a Bird of Prey stream. Why can't Bird of Prey not pull Bird of Prey? I'm pretty sure there was sound. JD gives a live long and prosper. I can kind of do it. Only hurts a little bit. Live long and prosper, JD. Dan says, what is this Deep Space Nine episode? It's called Facets. It's season 3, episode 25. There's only one more episode, and we're done with season 3 next week. Facets is a Jadzia episode where she does the Trill ceremony, where she gets to meet all of her former hosts, but she has to borrow the bodies of her closest friends, so her friends can all become her past hosts. And it's that episode. Not one of my favorites, I'm going to be honest. Not one of my favorites, but apparently a lot of you guys like this episode, so maybe I misremember it. Maybe I misremember it. It certainly is possible. John DeMargo says, hello, everyone. Eastland Burkholder says, hello, all. An interesting episode. And Rock Solid wants, dear Bop, dear Nop, and dear Cop. Well, we're not doing that today, Rock Solid. You know this. Friday, we will go back to some Dear Bops. So if anybody wants to do some Dear Bops, that will be the time to do it. And I lost the chat. There it is. Where are we? Yes, Dear Bop, and it jumped. It all jumped. There we go. John DeMarco says, this is the episode where Jadzia meets a former host. Yes. Josh says, if you want to watch the episode, go to yes, and there's the way to scroll down to the Bird of Prey 5 screening room. Dr. Alex says, hello, Bird, you're looking well. Oh, thank you, Dr. Alex. I mean, I don't feel like I'm looking well. I feel like whatever, but thank you. That's nice of you. Easlin says, Bird of Prey, don't worry about the chat loss or the microphones. Check fandom Facets Star Trek and get a good review. Google those keywords, Facets Star Trek fandom. Oh, Facet episode memory alpha. Yeah, but I'm about to watch it, so I don't think I need to Google it. But thank you. And there was Life with Matthew, Super Chat. And Dan says, oh, yeah, the episode where Dax separates the memories of different hosts with different people. Dan likes rice. I like rice, too. I don't like rice when they put peppers in it, because I am not a pepper guy. I do not like peppers. Pepper, the black stuff, that's one thing. Peppers, the green or the red or the yellow, no, not a fan anymore. Used to be. Used to eat red peppers all the time. Can't do it anymore. Wesley Crusher with a $5 super chat. Thank you again, Wes, from your best friend in New York. Live with Matthew says, hey to Wesley. Rock Solid says, I'd like to see Jadzia bounce while landing on something, Bird of Prey. So would we all, Rock Solid. And I saw Hal Karoga in Rock Solid's last video. At the end of the video, when he's thanking all of his channel members, he has a Hail Karoga at the end of the video. So I Hail Karoga back to him. Check out Rock Solid's channel for sci-fi and for gaming, especially retro gaming. Josh Street says, Bird of Prey, a little bounce is what you call it when you go back up into the air 1,000 feet. It wasn't 1,000 feet. It was maybe 10 feet. Easlin says, on fire is worse, I say. Call is worse. Cali is worse. Yes. Cali is worse. Rock Solid says, Bird of Prey, worst state goes to Illinois. I don't know. The fires make it, maybe dispute that. Dan23 says, I heard that America was going to do its own version of Eurovision, with each state doing a song, and it was just going to be broadcast in America. I've never heard of that, Dan. It'd be news to me. I don't know what Eurovision is. Is it the movie or the TV show? I have to do it. Audible, let's talk about Audible. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, hello world, it's Bird of Prey 5. There you go, Joseph. I said it when I started the stream. Oh, because Joseph wasn't here. Hello world, it's Bird of Prey 5, Qapla, and welcome to DS9 Wednesday for September 16th, 2020. That was the beginning of the stream. JD Brisboy says, Bird of Prey, what are your predictions for the upcoming Lower Decks episode, regardless if you've seen the trailer or not? I did see the coming up next week on it, and honestly, I don't really have any predictions. To keep Lower Decks entertainable and watchable, I have to have zero expectations. Yes, zero expectations of the next episode. So I don't even dare venture to guess what might happen. I just want to sit there as stupid as I can be and hope that it does something to causes me to laugh. It did so in the 5th episode, the 4th episode, a little bit in the 3rd episode. It really only did a little bit in this most recent episode 6 with Badgie, but other than that, I thought the show was a complete and utter wreck. So I didn't even end up doing a review this week. So tomorrow you're going to get 2 reviews in one. About 2 minutes I'm going to spend on episode 6, and then I will go into episode 7. Hopefully there's enough to do in episode 7 that's worth doing a review. Wesley bids $5. Wes, the bidding on this shirt starts at $500. So please, minimum bid is 500 USD. Rockstar says, what is the DJ Odyssey? Any relation to Deej Odyssey? Yes, I think this was Deej's predecessor. Live with Matty wasn't paying attention. What's he selling? I'm selling this limited edition, only one in existence, Deej Odyssey shirt. Created by the Deej Odyssey channel when he was DJ Odyssey, and no longer available to the public. Josh Reed says, I'll pay 1 million Krogan rounds. No. No, it doesn't come with Mamo Prey. That was Joseph. For $500, does it come with Mamo Prey? I'm not selling a little extra of myself either. Live with Matthews JD, that stuff is a scam. After 48 hours, it doesn't even shine. Wow. Joseph, John Street says, Joseph, it's 500 Krogan rounds, around 0.0001 cent. Not sure what 1 US cent is in your money. Oh. Let's see. Do we have any Bird of Prey 5 comments? Or we can skip a few. Yeah, we can skip a few. William Devine, Qapla, William Devine. Joseph puts in the links to Cinnabon's channel. Thank you, Joseph. Joseph says, Bird of Prey, I strongly hope that the Way of the Warrior will be one DS9. Yes. Yes. So next week is the final episode of Deep Space Nine of season 3. So 2 weeks from today is the season premiere of season 4, Way of the Warrior, which is where, of course, Worf returns to DS9. Now, Way of the Warrior is a 2-part episode, but since it aired as a single episode, we will be watching it next week as a single episode. So a kind of double feature, not next week, the week after. 2 weeks from today, Way of the Warrior will be a double-length DS9 season 4 opening, where we're going to have some new things. We're going to have a few changes around here, and I hope you guys enjoy it. But yes, Way of the Warrior is gonna rock your worlds. Sassy, it's okay. There's nobody outside, Sassy. Oh, there is, but they're just walking past the house. Oh, they've got a dog. Okay. You win this one, Sassy. You win this one. Yes, it will be. It will be. Rock Solid, Bird of Prey, you need to buy me a PS5, please, and thank you. Rock Solid, if I had unlimited money, I would buy you a PS5. Joseph Patrick says, no peppers, no tomatoes. Do you even eat healthy? Does it look like I eat healthy, Joseph? Does it look like I eat healthy? No. The healthcare is not free. You know, I know it's not free. Dan likes stuffed peppers. Roxout says, Bird of Prey, no doing anything sci-fi now. I killed the lower standards video. I hated the show so much, I don't want to waste my time on something that doesn't get views when I can work on better stuff. Okay, well, so Rock Solid channel, just gaming, no more sci-fi. Casey Carter, Qapla Casey, says you don't want to know about Eurovision and is smiling, which means I'm going to have to find out about it. Easlin says Joseph haven't won the lottery yet. I'm sorry, Easlin. Jeff Franklin says Qapla, Bird of Prey, Qapla, Jeff Franklin. And he says Bird of Prey, none of the Lower Decks episodes have been good or generally funny to me. Well, I wouldn't say they were super funny, but some have been better than others. That's all I can say. Some have been better than others. Jeff Franklin is then angry. I am sorry, Jeff. And Josh says breaking news next week. Bird of Prey said a triple feature. No, I did not. I did not say a triple feature. And Wesley Crusher says Mama Prey is shy. Mama Prey isn't really shy. She doesn't want to be on camera. Okay, so I think it's time we start the show. So once again, Mama Prey says she's wearing her Halloween costume and she doesn't want to give it away. For whatever. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and get ready to watch the episode. So if you have your copy, go ahead and bring it up. Or you can also watch it on Netflix, on Amazon Prime, on Hulu, and CBS All Access, soon to be called Paramount Plus, but still CBS All Access for now. Otherwise, come up to the screening room. The address is above me, and you can watch it there. And if you don't want to go to the screening room and you can't watch it, you can still follow along by just watching the screenshots in the lower right-hand corner, which will show up every 6 or 7 seconds. Wesley says, I like the last 2 episodes you showed me. Oh, that's good, Wes. Some people like it, some people don't like it as much, and some people hate it. Dan says, Bird of Prey, Season 4 is my favorite season of Deep Space Nine. It is certainly up there. 4, 5, 6, and 7 are awesome seasons, DS9. And certainly Season 4, having the Klingons as enemies again for a little bit, definitely makes some good track. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like that the Klingons become allies eventually, but having Klingons as enemies, it just feels right. It just feels right. And Wesley says, we all know Mama Prey's costume is a white pillow sheet. Oh boy. The secret's out. Okay. So go ahead and I'm going to count down and we're going to start watching. And I have to turn off the sound. There we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Nog is in a shuttlecraft or something. A runabout, a shuttlecraft. Cardassians are closing. They've established weapons lock. Cardassians are attacking. And Nog is going back and forth, but the ship isn't moving. Weapons lock broken. Good for Nog. Going to warp. Go, Nog. And there's a tapping. There's a tapping on the... Oh, Jake Sisko is in space. Jake Sisko is dead in space. Oh, no, wait. It's a simulation. Nog ends program, but he was sitting on a chair. He forgot he was sitting on a chair. Nog falls back. He says, you should know not to end a program sitting down. Classic mistake. Nog's like, why are you here? And Jake said, you were supposed to meet me a half hour ago. Nog didn't realize he got so late. He apologized. He's improved his reaction time 20%, but he's got to get up another 5%. That's the cutoff point for getting into the Academy preparatory program, says Jake. So, Nog is going to get there. Poor Rom, not Rom, Nog, yeah. Wesley says, poor Nog, he just wants to be in Starfleet. So, he's got to show the admissions committee how determined he is to become a cadet. And Jake says, don't worry so much. You'll be a great cadet. And Quark says, in the meantime, you make a lousy stock boy. Why can't you take after your friend? He knows enough to stay out of Starfleet. Even a human can see there's more profitable opportunities for young men with ambition. He says, Uncle, he wants to be a writer. There's no profit in that. And Quark says, writing holosuite programs, especially the more intimate variety, is very profitable. Wow, I could be rich. He says, you put up a proposal, and Quark will put up the latinum for their first novel. And Nog says, I don't think so. Quark says, fine, join Starfleet. Go down to the storeroom, get your father, tell him to get behind the bar. Dax asked him to join the senior staff for a very important meeting in the boardroom. Wow, Quark getting called for the senior staff. So Odo and Bashir are asking, they're like, why, do you know why Dax wants us? Odo doesn't know. And Lita has been invited too. And Odo says that, yeah, she noticed Dax and Lita have been spending a lot of time together. And Bashir asks if Odo keeps a tab on everyone like that. He's like, not really, but then he knew exactly what Bashir had for breakfast this morning. So all the senior staff are there, plus Lita and Quark. And Dax thanks everybody for coming. She'll get right to the point. You're the 7 people at the station she's the closest to. And she wants them all to be part of the Shantara. It's the Trill rite of closure. Lita read about it. Join Trills get a chance to actually meet their previous hosts. And Kira's like, how? She would, if you don't mind, says Dax, I'd like to borrow your bodies for a few hours. I would say yes. If Dax wants to borrow my body, I'd say yes. Cisco is smiling. Maybe Cisco's been through one of these before. I don't know. Maybe Curzon did this. Maybe Cisco knows. Joseph says you are unable to write a 10-minute review of an episode, yet you want to write a holo novel. I could do a holo novel. Dun 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 dun. Sorry. Dun dun dun. Dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Wesley says, why are there no fat people in Star Trek? Not even O'Brien. Well, and you eat replicated food that's automatically, made to the right stuff. You don't gain weight. And presumably, they can just give you a hypo spray and you can burn off any extra calories, I would imagine. Wesley's a bit of prey. Wait, I forgot about Tilly. Oh, God. Poor Tilly. Poor Tilly. Live with Matthew says, when Cisco has the mini goatee, he looks a lot like one of my older brothers. Wow, Life with Matthew. I didn't know your family was so diverse. And Live with Matthew says, Wesley, bird of prey, you're forgetting about Tilly. Okay, you guys don't have to all jump on Tilly. So I was like, what do you mean our bodies? If you agree to participate, the memories of one of her previous hosts will be removed from the symbiont and be put in one of them. And Bashir is like, how is this accomplished? It's telepathically via a guardian. So Lita is sort of an amateur sociologist. You never know who you're going to meet at the Dabo table. So Quark says, you're going to want me to hand my body over to some dead person? And it says, what happens to him in the meantime? Dax says, you remain conscious of everything going on, and at any time you can reassert yourself and gain control. He says, but it's best to relax and let the joined host memory come out. And Curzon spoke very fondly of it. It was one of the most powerful experiences of his life. So Bashir says, what about Duran? And Quark's like, wasn't that the crazy host of yours? The guy who killed somebody? Cisco's gonna volunteer to host Duran. So they'll take certain precautions. So they're all agreeing. Even Odo, why would it even be possible to do this for Odo? Everybody has agreed but Quark so far. I mean, he's the only one who hasn't agreed to participate. Yeah, Quark says he's sorry. You're gonna have to find someone else. And Dax goes right for the ears. I really want you to be part of it. She's giving him umox right in front of everybody. She really wants him to be some other host. He's like, well, when you put it that way. Kira wants to be the first host. They'll start tomorrow after the Guardian arrives. And Dax says, this means a lot to me that all of you are willing to do this. And I only had to touch Quark's ears for about 2 minutes to get him to agree. That's pretty sick and disgusting. Oh, Quark just agreed to embody one of her female hosts. We see what Dax is up to. So O'Brien is talking to Nog, telling him how the Starfleet Academy test will go. It takes about 4 days. He says, take it one day at a time. And take it. All you have to do today is worry about the stress reaction test. It's not a runabout simulation. He practiced in a runabout and said, if we tested you where we practiced, it wouldn't be stressful, would it? Man your post. You're the operations officer on duty. So he's actually in DS9. So he's O'Brien's job. Now the station's shaking. He's like, what's that? And O'Brien says, you tell me. So they've been trying to get Dax to the home world to perform the Jadzia. So the Symbiosis Commission said to force the issue and send him there to DS9. Dax says she hasn't had time to get away. He says, where's the Jadzia to take place? He has preparations to make. Roxas says, Bird of Prey, there's enough of her, we can all jump on Tilly. Wow. And Yoda says, we can all jump on Tilly, we would all fit. Wow. Wow. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, Ezri Dax should have done this as well. We could have seen Jadzia come back. We could have, but it would have been Jadzia in somebody else's body, so it really wouldn't have been Jadzia. I gotta be honest, this telepathic nonsense, it doesn't seem very Trill to me. Seems a lot more Vulcan. So Kira has it. It's Leela. Leela. She says, you must be Dax's new host. I'm Jadzia. And Kira is putting on this voice. He needs to make sure the transference was complete. What's the last thing the other person remembers? Turking the Curzon at his Janzara. Can you tell him the name of the person who supervised Leo when he was initiate? No, Dax can't remember it. And so that means that Leela's memories have been temporarily removed from her mind. Yeah, part of you is missing. She's just not missing right here. And the name of her initiate supervisor was Joe Bell. Yay, the transference was complete. If neither of you have any questions, he'll leave him alone for a few hours so they can get down to business. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, no, not that. Such odd fellows, these Guardians. Shouldn't this be like a 500, 600-year-old person? They're in underground, in pools full of this stuff. She loves the smell of, what, Trill water? What would you call it? Wesley's bird of prey. What about Jadzia in Odo? Then Odo can turn into Jadzia. Well, I guess that could have worked. But they weren't going to have Terry Farrell back at DS9. They had a fight when she left. She did not leave on good terms. The symbiont is in her, Rock Solid. She's not surviving without the symbiont. The symbiont is still inside her. They telepathically took the memories out of the symbiont of one of her 7 hosts. The other 6 hosts are still inside the symbiont. She just, there was an unconscious habit, the way she walked, to discover, the whole point of this is discover things about herself. It's like she really is Leela. Says, well, in a sense she is. What is a person but it's some of their memories? Roxlot says, I thought the symbiont was in the pool. No, not in the pool. She has a feeling these next few days are going to be extraordinary for her. No, the pool is just apparently is to burn a candle in. Dan 23 says, Esri did summon the host who was murdered to help investigate a murder. Yeah, that was a pretty interesting episode. So this other host is a little nervous, and he's biting Chief O'Brien's nails. What the hell's wrong with this host? Sorry. This must be a Canadian host. Always apologizing. The proof of Fermat's last theorem. It's the most original approach to the proof since Wild 300 years ago. You know what? They did it. They proved Fermat's last theorem. That happened. And she picked out somebody who had great agility, so Lita could do the, I don't know, gymnastics. Apparently she was a great gymnast. And being joined improved her concentration. So yes, you're a gymnast? No, she's a expert in Klingon martial arts. She said, oh, did you take it before or after you were joined? She said, after. And she said, why am I not surprised? And we got to see Lita really could move. So this is really another time Quark is a woman. The day he, she, her, they, I don't know what the proper pronoun to use here is. But the day she was named head of the Symbiosis Committee was her most proud day. And she asked Jadzia if Jadzia is a mother. Jadzia says no. Says, I really hope you will be someday. Oh, the entity who lent the body wishes to speak. Quark says, how much longer am I going to have to do this? Dax says, another hour at most. And the sooner we get back to it, the sooner it'll be over. And Park says, just remember, not a word about this to anyone. And it says, maybe you should go easy on the Tarias. Julian's watching what he eats. And it says, tell him to watch what he eats. Life's too short to deprive yourself of simple pleasures. And he puts his hand through the fire. No, his life was too short, the accident. Still, he's lucky. He continues to exist as part of Jadzia. Just as Jadzia will go on existing as it passed on to a new host. He just feels lucky to have been chosen. Coolant leak, says Jeff Franklin. I don't think so. We've got a coolant leak in the warp core, says Jeff. Geordie roll under the door. So the symbiosis guy comes in and says that it's late. It's time to return Dr. Bashir's body to him. It's Cisco's. Cisco is ready. He said, don't worry, Duran's not going to be able to hurt anyone from inside a holding cell. He says, but just a problem, you're going to be in there with him. So they're going to put Duran. How about you don't do Duran? How about that? How about you skip Duran and just do the other people? Activate the force field. Very convenient. Oh, I could see it. It's a killer's eyes. He's a psycho, that one. Hello, Jadzia. Blame Canada. Dan says, I don't think they can skip. It has to be done in order. Wesley says, oh, even funnier. Jadzia in Wharf. In Wolf? I think you mean in Wharf. It's good to see her again. Have you been practicing your music? He asks. And he says, yes. She says, yes, when she has the time. And he says, good. Do you think of me when you play? Gotta be honest, this is terrible acting. I don't know if this, I don't think it's genius. This is either genius or horrible. And I'm leaning towards horrible on Avery Brooks's part. Now, Avery Brooks is a great actor 99.9% of the time. But I'm not believing this. He's saying, you're nothing compared to all the other hosts. You're a pretender. Why are you saying these terrible things? He's like, why? You must have realized that by now. Jadzia says, you don't know anything about me. It's like, only way I can see, a little girl, not worthy of the Nobel creature, sitting inside of her. You're overwhelmed by it. Worf, damn autocorrect. Yes, Wes. Said, and they said it was a mistake choosing me for joining. But there is one hope for Jadzia. And that's me. His strength is within her. You don't have to be afraid of it. She says, I'm not afraid of you. I'll show you how to use it. Lower the force field. Yeah, just lower the force field. Lower it and you'll never have to be afraid of anything ever again. Why would you do that? Oh, he's gonna hurt Cisco. Oh, he's hurting Cisco. Benjamin, take control. Oh, it's a good thing. It's a good thing you yelled that out. And he said, it's a good thing that's enough of Duran for now. Maybe he's faking, you idiot. Don't take down the force field. Yeah. Thanks. That was obvious. He's squeezing her neck. And now Jadzia's punching Sisko. But it was really Duran. Where's Odo? Why isn't Odo just watching? They knew this was dangerous. They knew this was going to happen. And now Sisko's saying, it's all right, old man, it's me. Ooh. Thanks. Don't take it. Don't believe him. He says, thanks. And Jadzia says, for what? For not breaking any bones. Ask him a question that only he would know. Quark is being Quark, counting some latinum or something. And Rom is looking up. I don't know at what. The inventor of autocorrect is dead. Died. May he rest in peace, says Joseph. Jeff says, Bird of Prey, John DeMarco, Life with Mal, Joseph Patrick. I need to leave again because my dinner break is over. Back to work I go. Take care, Jeff Franklin. Thank you so much for coming by. Qapla. Have a good rest of the time at work. So Quark tells Rom what he's doing is very annoying. Morn is talking away to some other alien. Even more alien than Morn. So, Rom got a cadet's uniform for Nog. He had Garrick make it to order. It cost 5 strips of latinum. And Quark says, you're wasting your money. He's not going to need it. Because he'll be issued a uniform if and when he gets to the academy. He says, well, now he'll have 2. I kind of think that he knew. So she's been thinking about Duran. He can't get out of her head. Now that it's over, I hope that you know you're wrong. She's like, I'm not sure I was. She's like, if that's true, why did Curzon wash her out of the program? Sisko says, you tell me. Dax says, I always thought because he wanted to challenge me, so I'd reapply, so I'd be harder. But now she's not so sure. And Sisko says, why? That's exactly what you did. Said, maybe Curzon just didn't think I was good enough. We already saw the night Curzon was given to you. Curzon was very happy that you were getting the symbiont. We saw it happen in one of the flashbacks. What if Curzon tells her that she's not good enough? She has to go. Rosetta is here. Qapla, Rosetta. I'm sorry, Rosetta. When I just said bird, it didn't highlight. Hello, Rosetta. Good to see you. And now this is the transfer into Odo, which was a bad idea to transfer into a shapeshifter. And yes, Odo actually takes the look of Curzon. Maybe like, duh. He's got spots. He's got Trill spots now. Yeah, maybe transferring into a shapeshifter wasn't smart. I mean, I probably could have told you that. And Jake. Uh-oh. Odo says, you do recognize me, Benjamin? He said, don't tell me. The nose gave it away. So Sisko knows it's Curzon. He's like, aren't you happy to see me? He says, of course. And Jake recognizes Curzon too. Where's Jadzia? He said, it's okay. I wanted to come see you. We'll meet up later at Quark. He says, I'm going to give Quark the scare of his life. It's like, you sound like Odo. He's like, I am Odo. I am Curzon. In both. The Guardian thinks it has something to do with the shape-shifting. It's like Odo and Curzon have been joined. It's proving to be quite an interesting experience for both of them. But the Guardian says there's nothing to worry about. He likes the beard. So he's like, so when is Cassidy Yates coming back? Said, not you too. It's a fine-looking woman. It looks like reminds of the woman you took to Qapla and Jake. Like, let's head out. And he's like, yeah, I'll tell Jake about it later. So they're headed out to Quark's. He doesn't want to talk about it in front of Jake. So now Odo's gonna scare Quark. Quark! Odo? What happened to your face? Never mind my face. Kisses Quark on the head. Did I ever magnificent? You're a magnificent scoundrel. 2 whatevers. Cold. And Quark doesn't know what happened. It's gonna take Quark a little while to get over that. So Cisco and Jadzia is here. The 2 of you are having a good time. As good a time as 2 gentlemen can have without the company of a lady. He gives up his seat to Jadzia. So, excuse me while I slip into something more appropriate. And he changes his clothes. He loves being a changeling. If you 2 don't mind, I'll be pushing off. He's got to finish evaluating Nog's test results. And he shakes the hand. He says, thanks for stopping by. It's good to see him. There goes the best friend he ever had. And tells Quark, well. So Dax drinking. So are you enjoying your Jantara? Dax says for the most part. Says, what about that Tobin? Did he tell him he got him drunk for the first time during his Jantara? Nobody can see why he did. She can see why he did. It's like, Curzon, there's something I want to talk to you about. Do you remember when she was initiate? Of course. You see that Ferengi over there? A bulletin came in. He's a Tongo hustler. You'd love to clear him out. We should get a game going. Oh, he definitely avoided answering the question. Definitely avoided answering the question. Tongo, says Odo is now Tongo champ. So Nog doesn't understand how he could have failed. Ram says, you're always so good at spatial orientation. Said now he won't qualify to take the Academy entrance exam. His Starfleet Academy is over before it even started. Quark says he's right. Starfleet's not fair. Starfleet has no idea who they're passing up. And Quark is uncharacteristically saying, Nog, you would have made a good officer. There will always be a place for you here at Quark's. That is of little consequence. Ram is starting to think. That brain in Ram's head, that 4-lobe brain, is starting to think. So Quark said the bar's been closed for over an hour. Says I asked you to leave, but if you don't leave now, I'm going to have to call security. And Odo looks at him and says, I am security. He confiscated this from a Uridian smuggler. Dax says, don't you need it for evidence? He says, bah. So Dax still wants to talk about what happened when she was an initiate. Curzon Odo says, I know you do. So what is it you want to ask me? He said, why didn't you object when you heard she was reinstated? He said, maybe I decided I'd been too hard on you. She said, it's your job to be hard on initiates. He said, yeah, but the truth is, he felt sorry for her. That's probably not the best. You wanted to be joined so badly. You were so young, so lovely, meaning she was hot. She got in because she was pretty. She always had this nagging feeling she didn't have his complete confidence. And she was right. You never thought I was good enough to be a host. Like, whatever may have thought, it doesn't matter. You are a host. Isn't that enough? She's like, no, it's not enough. I feel like I don't have your respect. And she's afraid when his memories are restored, she's going to feel like she doesn't respect herself. He says, in that case, I'd be happy. No, I've come to a decision that's going to benefit both of us. I've decided to stay where I am in this body. And he's not speaking as Curzon. It's Odo's decision as well. We like what we've become, and neither of them want to go back to the way things were. They're basically Tuvix. Before there was Tuvix, it was Odozon. Odzon? Kurzdo. There's no way to remove Curzon's memories from Odo without his cooperation. He has to giving up willingly. What happens to Jadzia? It'll take some time for her to adjust, but she'll be fine. She'll be okay. So Sisko says he can talk to Curzon. Maybe he can change his mind. Jadzia doesn't think it's going to work. Jadzia doesn't want to do anything. She's fine. And obviously Odo and Curzon are okay. Maybe it's better this way. And Sisko wants to speak to Jadzia alone for a moment. So, do you really want to Currido? Do you really want to leave it how it is, or are you just trying to avoid a confrontation with Curzon? You once told him that Curzon intimidated her when she was an initiate. Yep, she still does. She looked up to him. She still does. That's why she finds it hard to challenge his decisions. Sisko says, let me tell you something about Curzon. He was a friend, a confidant, was teacher as well. But he was also manipulative and selfish and arrogant. Most people let him get away with it because he was so charming. And sometimes Sisko let him get away with it too. But from time to time, he'd push him too far. To smack him around. No, he'd have to stand tall. Tell him he crossed the line. How would he react? Sometimes he'd just laugh. Sometimes he'd be furious. But either way, he'd back off because he knew he was wrong. Daniel's Hot Topics says, what's up? Qapla, Daniel's Hot Topics. He's manipulated him to go along with what he wants. Are you going to confront him? Or let him get away with it? I think she confronts him. Because we know Odo is back to Odo after this episode. So Quark is walking around the station. And Rom says, I know what you did. He pulls Rom. I know you reconfigured the holosuite so Nog would fail the spatial orientation test. And Quark says, I did it for his own good. I couldn't just stand there and watch his nephew throw his life away. He said, you have no right to interfere. You already told Commander Sisko it would happen. He's going to let Nog retake the test. And Rom says, if you ever do it again, I will burn the bar to the ground. And he's like, my son means more than anything to me, even Latinum. Remember that. Wow, Rom really, for the first time, really stuck up for himself, more than we ever saw before. Jadzia, come in. He was just oozing around the room. You have no idea what a liberating experience it is to be in a liquid state. And Jadzia's like, we need to talk. I want you in me, she says. He's like, okay, no problem. And then she's like, not like that. I mean your mind. Daniel's Hot Topics is only less than 1 month to go to new track. There's new track on right now, Daniels. Tonight. And he says, she's like, these are my memories. He's like, not anymore. Maybe they shouldn't be. She's the only person in the planet's history ever readmitted because she got washed out. And Curzon says the only reason he got back in is because he felt sorry for her. It says Curzon was famous for washing out initiates. Why me? Why would you? And he's like, don't use that tone of voice with me, little girl. She's like, you can't intimidate me anymore. She's not a little girl anymore. She supposes he's not. And the truth is, you weren't a little girl back when you were an initiate either. You were a brilliant and beautiful and brave and stunning young woman. Wow. Oh no, he's going to Me Too her. Oh, very beautiful. Uh-oh. It was all, yeah, he's in love with her. That's what they're going to call it. I don't think that's what it's called. He's like, there was an old man's passing infatuation. He always had an eye for the ladies, especially the young ones. Oh. As they spent more time together, he realized there was something deeper. I don't think it counts. Why were you so hard on me? Well, can't you tell? You couldn't know truth. You were initiate. He was a supervisor. Later, he realized that he robbed you of something she wanted all her life. Felt so guilty, he retired from the Symbiosis Committee, so when she reapplied, he didn't object. He was grateful when she reapplied. Let him off the hook. Daniel says, Bird of Prey, I hope we get references to other captains and other theories when we are in the year 3188. Maybe we see Stamets look up historical archive and we see William, Shatner, Kirk, or Sisko. Maybe. I kind of hope they don't bring up any previous Trek. Curzon/Odo still loves her. And Dax says, there's no shame in that, Curzon. Yes, there is. And if he rejoins, she'll feel it too. And Dax is like, no, I won't. No, I won't, because I love you. You're part of me. And I want you back. That way Jadzia and Curzon could be together the way they should. Through Dax. Do you think they do it? I don't think so. They probably would have, though. I should say, if you're really in love with me, this is our last night together. So they're still playing darts at Quark's. He's coming, yells Rom. He's coming. And it is Nog in a cadet uniform. He'd like to introduce you to Starfleet's future, his son Nog. Everybody's clapping for Nog. Actor says, do what? I don't know. Resolute is a dirty old man even after death, yeah. But he jumped the gun putting on the uniform. And he says, I know I haven't earned the right to wear it, but his father got it for him. So Sisko says, hopefully he'll get to put on the real one next year. Yeah. Ace the Academy entrance exam. And Julian asks O'Brien, what's wrong? And O'Brien said, just occurred to me, once Nog graduates from the Academy, he's going to have to call him Sir. And so Nog goes to Quark, and Quark says, what can I get you, Nog? And he says, I'll have a root beer. It's an earth drink, something they serve at the Academy. I think they'd be serving Coca-Cola, ice cold Coca-Cola Classic. Still in the 24th century. Oh, and there's Odo without the spots. Spotless Odo. And Quark said it's the end of Ferengi civilization. Ferengi's ordering root beer. It's the end of Ferengi civilization. So Odo would like to join Dax because he's still got some Curzon left in him, I think. Agnes' Bird of Prey, is that nerdrotic on your shirt? No, this is not nerdrotic. Okay, this is DJ Odyssey, the odd one. I'm pretty sure you can tell that's not nerdrotic. Nerdrotic symbol is yellow with glasses. This is a pink bunny. Odo Curzon gave her a special gift. Now she has Curzon's memories of what it felt like to be a changeling. She never realized how much joy it gave him, and will never speak of it again. And he never realized how much joy you humanoids experience with eating, drinking, staying up all night to play Tango. He doesn't see how Curzon ever managed to get any work done. He really didn't. He didn't get any work done. No, she said he really seemed to, though. He probably got other people to do his work for him because he was manipulative. Odo says he must have been quite remarkable. And Jadzia says, yes, he is. And Wesley Crusher's Bird of Prey looks like a Doomcock shirt to me. No, it's not Doomcock. And John Araki with a $1 super chat. Thank you so much, John Araki. Will we get Kissing Dax? No, we get a Klingon Bird of Prey, though. Not too bad. Not too bad. Resolute says he was actually right. It was the beginning of the end for Quark's Ferenginar. It absolutely was. It was a slippery slope. The slippery slope argument is real, okay? When people worry about the slippery slope, it's absolutely real, right? We slippery sloped all the way from, what we were worried about to cuties. And we're going to slippery slope from root beer drinking to freaking a Grand Negus that lets women wear clothes and earn profit. It's the end of the Ferengis as they know it. And probably in the year 3188, we're going to find out that Rom completely screwed the Ferengi Empire, and they were all taken over by what's that dumb race from Next Generation? The we make ships go, or he makes ships go. Oh damn! Damn it! Somebody help me! The race, the slow race. Is your rubber band broken? God damn it. No, not Nausicaans. Nausicaans are the ones who attacked Picard. Packlids, thank you. John DeMarco, Resolute Germ, Packlids, both said at the same time. Yes, the Packlids are going to take over Ferenginar. We're going to learn that in the future. And Mikey Spock is going to be reading from a history. And they're going to be like in the year 2388, the Packlids invade Ferenginar and take over after Grand Negus Rom failed to put any money into defense and was spending all their money on buying clothes for the females. That's just the way it's going to be. Agnes says he's furry, but I thought that was natural fur. Wesley says that was Lorker's race, make YouTube go. That was Lore's race, make YouTube go. Bradley says we look for stuff. Yes, stuff that makes us go. No, not Biden's Packlids. John Araki says Harris Biden 2020. Okay, let's not get too political. Yeah, so good stuff. Okay, you know what? This episode was not as bad as I remember. I'll be honest. Not as bad as I remember. Not great. Not great. I'd say this was a 6.5. It's honestly probably not one I'm going to ever rush to rewatch. There are episodes I can rewatch over and over and over again. For example, Pale Moonlight, Trials and Tribulations, Way of the Warrior, Children of Time. So many episodes I could watch over and over and over again and never get tired. This episode, it's one I probably don't need to see for another 4 or 5 years at least. I'll be quite happy. No, it's not Anti-Tracker on the shirt, Wesley. I know you were here. It is DJ Odyssey, the odd one on the shirt, okay? It's DJ Odyssey on the shirt. Damn people. I mean, Qapla. I mean, yes, hello, friends. How are you? Eastlands is not as bad as I remember, he says. No, really, it wasn't. And Williams, the Jake Sisko episodes are the ones I skip when I watch DS9. How you skip The Visitor? The Visitor is an awesome episode. One of the best. One of the best. Very sad. Very, very sad. Perhaps one of the saddest episodes of DS9. The Visitor, but a great Jake episode. And John Araki with another $1 shirt. With another $1 super chat. Thank you. It's a fake. Yes, I could watch that over and over and over again. John Araki says it's an AOC shirt. No, it's not an AOC shirt. Wesley says, I'm sorry. I just like to see you get wound up. I know, Wes. It's okay. It's okay. Pflugerville says, Bird of Prey wearing LDG shirt. Oh, for Christ's sake. Does this look like a pickle to you? No. It's not a pickle. Wesley says, we broke Bird. You sons of bitches. Yeah, and not Ryan Judge says they thought it was a Lore Reloaded shirt. Resolute says, all this is very cruel to Deej. Yeah, poor Deej. He might be here. He might be lurking. And poor Deej isn't going to say anything. No, it is not a Steve Shive shirt. God damn. And poor Deej is getting upset because he had the shirt. I wore the shirt. I paid for the shirt. I got the shirt. I wore the shirt. And nobody will say that it's a Deej Odyssey shirt. You should subscribe to Deej Odyssey, the odd one. You should go to his channel. You can go to his links to his store. You can buy Deej merch. Not this exact shirt, but a very similar shirt. This shirt has been discontinued. I'm the only one to get it. And again, the auction starts at $500 US. And Roxal says it's not his shirt. Yes. No, I said that they get to choose whether you wash it or not. But it's a $500 opening bid, so. And not Ryan Johnson says it's a Kowalski shirt. God damn it. That was, you know what? That was just rude. Josh Reed says, remember Bird of Prey said next week we got a triple feature. No. And Deej could be here with one of his unknown names, okay? We all have accounts that we don't tell anybody about, so we can lurk on streams without being found out. It's just the way it is. You can't bet 10. It's not a bet, it's an auction. Thomas is Bird of Prey nice. You are wearing a Nephew of Prey father shirt. Well, that's close. That's close. Deej might be the father. Might be. John Araki says DJ's going to have to pay $500 for you to stop wearing his shirt. Oh, my God. I think with that, guys, have a great night. I believe LDG is streaming. He said he was going to be streaming. Check out if he is, or anyone else might be streaming. Mr. CCDV was streaming earlier. I'm not sure if he still is. But we're gonna end this very soon. Thomas is Bird of Prey. I only have this pathetic account. Well, it's not pathetic, Thomas. Josh reads is Bird of Prey. That's a sassy chasing pink squirrel bunny shirt. Fine. Roxas says I'm kind of hurt. You're not wearing my shirt. And Wesley says Bird of Prey. My lurk account is something Reams. And John Araki with another $1 super chat. Thank you again, John Araki. Let's see. What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Come on. Fingers for kissing Dax. Kissing Dax. Kissing Dax. Come on. Kissing Dax. Kissing Dax. Kissing Dax. Pray. Yes. Think hard. The harder we think, the more it'll happen. Come on. Come on. Ah, come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, I tried. I tried, John Araki. I'm sorry. I put all my psychic powers into it. We just couldn't do it. We just couldn't do it. Rock solids, as you know, I even have masks and cell phone cases. Guys, check out Rock Solid's store. He has shirts, masks, and cell phone cases. Thomas, is Bird of Prey pooping hard? No! No, I was trying to use my psychic powers. I will press the redo one more time just to see if we can get Kissing Dax. Oh, no, no, no. No, 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 no. It didn't work. It didn't work. Let's see. Who can we get? Who donated via Streamlabs? That's a 1 in 5 chance. Here we go. We're going to do a Joe Biden. We're going to give it one more chance. One more chance. If it doesn't come out, I'm ending the stream. Psychotic power. No, psychic power. Ah, God damn it. It's Zoidberg. It's okay, Sassy. It's okay. Daddy's okay. Aw, Sassy's looking at me. I'll try again. There it is. There it is. Thank you, Joe Biden. Wesley says, how can we troll you any more than this? And Joe Biden says, once I find out what my phone is, I will. Oh, yeah, that was the old one. We got double daxed. We got double daxed. And with that, guys, I'm going to end the stream. Qapla, thank you for hanging out. Roxodds is Bird of Prey. You know, if updated your donations, I could get a PS5 more result. You should up yours. If you upped your donations, how do I up my donations? I don't know how to do that, but Qapla, take care, and Bird out. Qapla. Thank you all for watching my video. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell icon. Without it, you won't get notifications of new videos. Check out BirdOPrey5.com, the new home of everything Bird of Prey 5 on the web. You can also check out my forum at juot.net. I'm also on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, and Gab. If you'd like to make a donation, check out paypal.me/BirdOPrey5 or on BirdOPrey5.com. Take care.